they playing it, they don't want to see you make no money. They don't want to see nobody make no money. But it's the business.
You gotta have knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power. I keep saying it, but like you say, these folks here asleep.
Yeah.
So I don't even waste my breath no more.
I've been quick. Fine.
Let them book their little tours because they're trying to eat. Go on and eat. My day's shortly around the corner.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I hear Winston came. Let me get my share game on. I heard that little door when she locked it. Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill. Let me get this together. I'm almost on here cutting up. Love Mama, grand rising to you. Reason we late today? Blame me. Blame me. Andre Holland, good morning. LaWanna Terry, good morning. Meat Freaks Barbecue, tapping in from Palaca, Florida, in the building. Good morning. John Campbell, good morning to you. Wanda Smith, good morning. Good morning. Mr. Thomas, good morning. Christine Mosley, good morning. Georgia Boy, top of the morning to you. No name, what it do? Kawana Mack, good morning. And y'all know who we finna bring on in 1 second. Let me get my share game on for the family can see this. This need to go worldwide because right now we got an international brother on here. Cameron Hardy, good morning. You know, I ain't gonna keep playing around with y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all know who in the building. The man himself.
Hello, it's me.
And here comes Satan walking through the door. Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. All that good line. I'm gonna be here. Cause the king, she came late from him. And as you can see, we got Blind Melon Jelly in the building. Blind Melon Jelly in the building.
That's all right,
LeVar Sharp, good morning. The beautiful Deborah Luna. Marcus Fielder, my good, you know Marcus Fielder.
Here smelling like heaven.
As he should. You came in with sulfur on you. You came with that sulfur. They want to see the man himself. I'll put it this way. Yeah, they want to see. This is kind of okay. There you go. You on camera? Right there. We finna share this thing out. Oh, it's finna be a good day. Hey, you know what everybody want to know about, Mr. Davis?
What's that mean?
Your tour.
Oh, we talking
when you toured the city, when you toured this, you went ward to ward, broke it down. You broke it down like Leroy Brown. You broke it down. And everybody wanted to know.
You got people like, where's Snow at? Snow was trying to do what you did and ran into the car.
Tony Terry from Miami-Dade County tapping in. Tapping in. Andre Holl. Oh, they said it's Jed coming back to Flint.
Yes, he is.
Uh-oh.
Yes, he is. Jed is coming back to Flint. I say he is.
And y'all smash that like button as you coming in. Andre Holland in the building. We got Tony Terry coming in from Miami-Dade. Then we got Denise in the building. And this is when it's not my sister, but she's a family of 18, though. You heard me?
You heard.
Y'all know, utilize that like button because you see who we got on here on Thursdays. Listen, himself. He came himself.
He didn't send no representative.
Deborah Luna said we hit 900K. That's how many people been watching. Over 900K. We're almost at that meal ticket. When we get to that meal ticket, call me $1 Million Mick.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Especially when the king on here. When the king on here, he did something that y'all been waiting on. Unc in the building, Carl Lewis, what it do? I'm sharing this out. I'm sharing it out to people who like us and who dislike us. I like to get it from both sides.
We got a lot of sharing to do then.
Yeah, I like to get it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? I give it to the family, then I give it to the ones who dislike it. Because ain't nothing better like the people that dislike you watching.
I know. It just does something to my spirit. Hoping that
it make me want to get up every morning and come do the show.
That's what keeps me going.
Taz Montana in the building. from the 313. I'm stopping your tires when I see you in Flint. Hey, Raphael Bird, how you doing? How you doing?
You ain't gonna know where she gonna be at.
I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Nah, that's T though. She good
T,
people.
that's
She
my
good
good
people. I
sis.
gotta talk junk to her. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney. Thanks for tapping in. We got Deborah O'Neill coming from the 313, and that's also the D. I ain't going tapping in from Philly. Keep the support, beloved.
You know we on early.
Eddie Gray.
People ain't coming on at 9:15.
Eddie Gray. Eddie Gray's in the building. He from Charlotte. 704. See, I know these area codes. I ain't got to. I can just say what I was saying. Then we got the beautiful JoJo. She coming in, JoJo Freeman, and she coming in from Flint, Poison City, USA.
I've been missing you, Joe. You must have been with them grandbabies.
And we got KC in the building.
Hey, KC. We need you.
Oh, sure do.
You need us. KC, don't go away from me.
The hell?
Stay with me.
Bye. I'm beefing with everybody right now. And what's up, T? My fellow Southsider, 740, and what it do? All these people been acting real chatty right now. I ain't gonna say no names. What up, KC?
You done brought back the word.
Chatty Patty.
That's KC name?
No, I wasn't talking about her. Mm-hmm. This is where we at. Mm-hmm. I got beef with all of them. Let me send this to Dave himself. I got to send this all out. Dave said he ain't been getting the show. I'm getting this thing out here because I really call it Maurice Thursdays. The King himself. This is what this really is. No. You finna navigate this shit today. I am handing the reins over to you. Riri, what it do? Michelle Smith in the building. That's AKA Ann. Ann, how you feeling? I'm hoping you're getting better. I'm hoping you're getting better. Ann, I'm telling you that thing I had, they said it's just a common cold. Jammed me up for about 17 days.
That ain't no common cold. You know what? It's so crazy. The flu was gone a couple of years ago. It didn't exist.
It didn't exist when I went there too. They said
everybody got the flu.
You might want to discuss that too.
And that's why I call it Maurice Thursdays.
You might want to discuss that.
And we need to. Let me get this together right. Oh no, I gotta send this here. I'm sending this out to everybody because y'all know who in the building. You know who in the building. Y'all know who in the building. Y'all know who it is. The legend. The maestro.
Big enough.
Who started this thing podcasting in Flint Fox politics. Mr. Maurice D. Davis himself. I mean, I'm waiting on when you throw your blues show. I swear on that. I'm in that thing.
You mean I ate one over day?
No. I want when you throw your session too. Now we gotta give him twice.
I seen a flyer.
You gotta give it to him twice.
Yo, blues thing is the same day as ATN Day.
It is?
August the 2nd.
Yeah, I was the first Saturday in August.
It's always been the first Saturday in August.
Well, I started. Well, we
you gonna have to perform all day because we wanted you to perform at 18 Day.
So did.
Well, that's gonna be 18. Where y'all's at?
We don't know yet. It might be with you.
While you're playing, we're gonna be right there with you. See, that's where we at. You got the biggest stage in the town.
Right.
And divided you fall. Facts.
Mickey still sharing.
And you know what? I'm talking junk at the same time because that's how I work.
Well, shouts out to ATN Media, the greatest producer in the world. Around here, we call him Spacely Sprockets. But today, we just gonna call him Trio Mick. Because he's part of the Bump Club on Thursday.
And AKA, that stands for CEO Mick. Right now, I'm on my CEO thing. You know, that's how spacely gotta be. Sometimes you gotta say.
Come on, First Lady Pfeiffer. Come on, y'all.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer in the building. I see Kenneth in the building. Good morning.
hit that like
Sandra
button when y'all
Nichols
coming
Martin.
in. Y'all slowly
No, they don't hit it. You smash. Smash that like button.
Come on in, y'all.
Dolores Bell, Della Reese,
My sister
Bell. D. Bell in the building. If I mess your name up, blame it on the Flint public school system.
Where's Deborah?
They didn't really help me sound out my words. Cheryl.
Who did help you sign? Who what?
Oh, my teacher. I had Miss Friendly to work at Pearson. I'm just saying they passed me through before it was no child left behind. It was don't leave Mick behind.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with you no more.
I'm telling you, they found out. All he do is cry. Kenny got it. I cried my way to the 5th grade. I said, do y'all want to keep seeing me? And they passed him. But I'm here.
You here?
I'm here. Teresa, good morning.
See,
Remember I was calling you.
I was saying where Teresa at?
You know Teresa was coming in.
I know, but I
don't do that. And JoJo said, yes, she be having them cuties every day, them babies.
They so sweet.
I like other people babies. I don't like them if they mine. I like to be able to give them back to you when you mad.
She got a grandbaby that got strawberry hair. That's
what's up. Uh-oh. We got the brother in the building. Michael Cooley coming in from Greenwood, Mississippi. 662 stand for MOB. That's money over BS. And y'all give a shout out to our Mississippi family because they having problems down there too. Did y'all see what's going on in the news?
What's going on?
I best around. Watch the news this morning.
What happened?
Nah, it was on your page because it was on the messy Flint Politics page that's ran by Winters Hall.
Winters runs Flint Politics
Reboot. That's what I'm talking about. Flint Politics Reboot. The messy page.
Shout out to Jed for sending all of the Dalton people my way.
And did you see? He sent them your way, Jed?
They coming in the Flint Politics.
Jed, if they don't subscribe, if they don't subscribe to 810, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have problems up in here if they don't subscribe to 810, and you have them watching on the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, Jed.
Once was a story about a man
named Jed. Coming up here. I need my 35. Jed, really? Because you're a friend.
Coming up here trying to get
85-15, Jed, my way. 85 my way. I got to get 85%.
85?
Miss Kariza, good morning. Natasha Lynn, thank you for tapping in. You see how I did that little rapping right there? I said, hey, Miss Kariza Smith and Tasha Lynn, thanks for tapping in. I'm gonna become a rapper before it's said and done. Watch. Become a rapper.
Oh,
anybody can say stuff and get on the mic and put a beat behind it.
Okay.
I like this new generation of rap.
I was just checking Teresa. She
Teresa
said she's glad to see the Kang in the building. We got to bring him back every day.
So, right now, it's all about that 35%, Mr. Davis. I got to get that 35. I said, like, share, and subscribe. Glad to see the Kang. You're going to see the Kang Thursday. I'm trying to get him in as much as I can. To be honest with you. But when they say, like, when they say you gotta work it till you can't work it no more, that's how we playing. I want us when we can't come. It's like this. We tired. I did the best I can do. But good morning to everybody. And smash that like button. It don't take nothing just to and subscribe to the channel. Jeb said if y'all don't subscribe, he gonna give 810 $3,000. Deborah Luna just gifted a membership to Detroit Boy. Oh, you're gonna be able to see the shows when John come on now. You know, John's got to be strictly members only. Because John gonna be in here, probably gonna talk about everybody we like.
He got about 3 people to talk about then. 3.
Jeff Johnson in the building. Good morning. He said it's the Kang. Yeah, it's the Kang Day. It's the Kang Day. Thursday. Informational Thursdays. Because he gave y'all something Saturday. He gave you a jewel Saturday, but I think they be missing what you be. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Now they paying attention to you.
They'll get them.
No, they paying attention to you now. Oh, they paying attention to you now. And Nicholas J. Gaddis said, "Good morning, Mr. Maurice Davis." He said, "Say hello to you."
Morning, Elder Gaddis.
Elder Gaddis in the building. Right now, he's a bumper.
Elder Gaddis preached about the power in the tongue this week.
Oh yeah. But they tell you sticks and stones. That was a lie when they said sticks and stones might break my bones, but words won't. That was a lie.
Words hurt you?
The hell yeah. Especially when they coming from people that dislike you. Good morning, Miss Beverly Biggs. Good morning, Bob Harrington in the building. Thanks for tapping in.
Beverly. So, Mick.
Okay. Hold up. Look, these questions coming in for my Reese. This my Reese day. Deborah Luna said, well, okay, well, let him get this weather forecast first. Let him get this one first. This from the beautiful Deborah Luna. She said, ask him about the plans for the afternoon tennis.
Okay, well, can I get a weather first?
Get a weather report.
Okay, right now, let me see what it is outside. It's 30 degrees, but we got a high today of 57 and a low today of 27. Now follow me. Stay with me. No, low at 36.
Gosh, right.
Okay, sunny to partly cloudy today. Winds is going to be light and variable. But wait a minute. And this is the most important thing that I have to say. Tomorrow is Friday, and then the day after that is Saturday.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, it's supposed to be 70 both days.
Uh-oh.
Mick, I got to give it back to you. I don't know what else to say after that. 70 degrees
basically,
Friday and Saturday.
Let me break this down for y'all. I know Lil Ray.
And Pookie.
Lil Pookie.
They ready.
And the rest of the gang, I know it's going to be a lot of pill popping, syrup drinking. Going to be clouds of smoke. Of that ooh-wee in the air. Keep the lead and the pencils and keep the guns at home. If you feel like you got to ride with your gun, just chill at the crib.
Right.
Because there's other people want to get out here and enjoy what's going on. It's only going to be 2 days of 7. Don't give us a prelude to what's going to be coming in May and June, July, and August. Them your good days of lead throwing. But right now, I'm asking the young ones, if you feel like you got to carry your gun, I know you saying, oh, gee, you a fool if you ain't got one. Stay at home. All you got to do is stay at home. Because we want to enjoy this 2 days of 70 degrees because it's dropping back down. And that's the forecast for you. That's it.
Let's get started.
Here we is. Now we back to the question was for Mr. Maurice D. Davis about what they gonna do with tariffs. I mean the afternoon tariffs.
Why you ain't like his thing?
Because you gotta plug it in. You don't see the cord. You gotta plug it into the other side. Not the cord. Yeah. Now you grabbing the right cord. You grabbing the right one.
This one.
Yes, ma'am. It's somewhere around there.
Yep, USB.
Yep. You plug that into the other side. Look at this, grabbing more cord.
Wires. That's all you got around here is wires.
But that's what it takes to run this thing. Wires. Don't have no wire, you won't be able to talk.
And they cost a lot of money.
And do.
That's why you be telling me, move that stuff away from there. You gonna mess up something. Like I just did.
That's what I be saying.
Okay.
I just got alert. It ain't just Pookie and Ray who throwing lead. It's what they be calling what y'all be naming on black child and girl child sometime, what they be calling Mercedes. Bentleys. Lexus, they be throwing lead too.
Cadillac.
Yeah, you know their name. Ketchup. Lucretia. When they got the names like that, they can throw. They play with guns and everything. If they smoking blacks,
Tony said they got flamethrowers out there.
Beware. If she smoke blacks, she a lead thrower. I'm just telling you. If she smoking blacks, and if she riding in Impalas, if she got an Impala, I don't care if it's a 25, she a lead thrower. I'm talking about. Lord behold, if she wear braids.
Hey, Miss Gladys. Hey, Miss Rose.
Rose Monroe in the building. Lorna in the building. And we got Gladys Williams.
All right. Well, let's get to it. What was your question from Deborah Luna? It said, ask him about the plans for the afternoon terrace. Now, that was what I was reading the other day about the Southside Choice Target area.
That's right. Well, you have to kind of put a little backstory to all of that. Because, first of all, that meeting you went to the other day in the dome, it all ties to that. And to bag up a little further, it was about 15 years since the master plan been implemented. But now they're actually implementing the master plan. 10 to 15 years ago. At the beginning of the charter change in 2017. It was a plan back then, but now they're implementing it in 2025, 26, 27. And
so
that's
this
scary.
been in the works.
This has been in the works a long time, and people on the outside, as you can see, and I hope some of the listeners locally understand what I'm telling you, Winters.
Right.
The meeting y'all went into, the dome, they take the same numbers and demographic or the population of that meeting and justify it as the whole city.
Yeah.
So whenever you and the other listeners that was there, they want you to sign that document. So you signing off that public hearing as everybody in the city of Flint approved whatever happened in that dome.
Wow.
That's what I'm telling you.
That was just
That's how
attendance.
the zone, the boundaries and everything changed. In the ward redistricting, that's how it worked. They sold Civic Park out with Joe Keenum. The scam of I'm sorry, I have to use names. With the land bank, it was Christine Kelly and all of them. They came up with the neighborhood associations, land bank. That's a force to take your house and your neighborhoods. The neighborhood associations was put together by land bank.
It's a lot of neighborhood associations.
But they only consist of, you can have association if you got 3 people speaking for a whole neighborhood. Moving millions of dollars. This is the scam. Mays and them was savvy at city council.
Right.
I'm savvy in the neighborhood because I own property, and I currently still is the president of the Historic District Neighborhood Association. I put together the one in Civic Park where Sherman McCatherine came in. I was the president of that. But when they brought in a little kid by the name of DeJuan Robinson, we had it out when I realized, man, all y'all doing is taking our property.
Right.
Now, whoever asked about Atherton Terrace, a lie don't care who tell it. If I tell you the truth, you ain't gonna believe me. But if I lie, you're gonna believe me. The whole scenario, even with the force of City Council, is all lies. I just sit in the chair. I'm vice president. I ain't sitting here having to speculate. When I come, I don't waste time. I'm gonna give you raw truth.
Right.
I don't care. Any mayor, any formal, to me, plan development, Suzanne Wilcox from City of Flint.
Is she still here?
No, she gone.
Okay.
She gone. She did what she was supposed to do.
She sure
and now they got other people that'll do. How do these little young, and you know I ain't racist 0%, because it could be black or white, but little young white kids coming here ain't good 21 years old and tell you the history of your city and control it. And you ain't advance 0%.
Right.
They staying in lofts downtown and you can't get a penny ahead.
Okay.
It's planned. Your demise is planned. Now, the Atherton Terrace, when, like I said, the last time I was on here, or even on that tour deal I did, University Park, Smith Village, and that little project right in front of, on Saginaw Street from Dora Ryder.
Clark Commons.
That might be the name of them apartments.
Yeah.
That is Atherton Terrace.
Clark Commons, that apartment building that's shaped like a U or something, like the little box.
The little box.
Yeah.
Trump, some Ben Carson here when Weaver was mayor.
Right.
People don't listen, they use emotion. If you run for council, whoever listen, don't take emotions downtown because they ain't gonna do you an ounce of good. Neatly know that. Right. You got to take accurate knowledge and learn to listen, sponge in all the information, then discern what you want to keep or not keep. It was horrific, Atherton Terrace. It was built in a floodplain. Nobody should live in there, says Trump and also Obama. So they gave the $30 million, Obama and Trump. It wasn't just on Trump. I just tell you the truth. Because you got to remember, this is a Democrat regime. They don't want to hear nothing from the Republicans. Right. That's like with Priestley now. You need 7 to actually 9 votes to get us in a position that we can win. In other words, you need Democrat and Republican.
Right.
They moved the money, $30 million, to put the poor folks and Atherton Terrace, where I'm talking about, what you say,
Clark Commons.
Yeah. Okay, them apartments. Now, they want to tear that down. But Suzanne Wilcox, i.e. City of Flint, they didn't qualify, put stipulations that the people living in Atherton Terrace couldn't qualify to move where Trump and Obama them built the new structure for them to live.
What about, I thought they got housing vouchers to live over there.
Listen, bunches, they didn't qualify. They put stipulations. That's when Lear came in. And I'm on council now.
Right.
I'm sitting down in Whitmays.
Right.
And I'm in all of the meetings. Me and Suzanne, I had it out with Suzanne in her office. Like, we sitting right here. I said, you gonna tell me they gave this money to help poor folks? It was about not out of 100%, maybe 15% qualified. And he wanted all of them, the poor of the poor, to live. It wasn't supposed to be affordable housing. These was just for them people, built specifically. They disqualified. So that's what we tore down. But now the master plan is moving forward. We're in the period of implementing. I don't care what lie they tell you. They're implementing the master plan now. Yeah. Gentrification is in full bloom in Flint, Michigan. Yeah. Now everybody got tears in their eyes. The first phase, so they'll know, and I'm gonna tell some people some things. When they implemented the, let me get this document together. The property portal.
Yeah, the Flint property.
Y'all heard of the property portal?
Yeah.
If don't you Google it, sometimes they pull it. That's the county in Flint. That came about so you can see. You don't need the demise. You can tell by taxes. The investors work. You don't need to have a real estate investor now to get property. When I started telling them I was on council, everybody I knew, look, download this app called Flint Property Portal. Because then you can see where everybody is on taxes. This building, roofs, whatever house you ride by, all you need is the address and it's public information. Who name is in and everything about it. Now, what happened is this, the investors, when they came up with it downtown, people don't know. When I was talking about when Mays, or not necessarily Mays, but everybody running around here when the water was bad. I was doing a podcast, my regular podcast, and I was on there opposite. And people were saying, if you remember that song, don't pay your water bill. If I pay for water, you can't drink. I said, whoever doing that, that's a lie from pit of hell. Tell them people to pay their water bill.
And pay your taxes. That's
because they put it on your delinquent water bill, go 1 year, it's over on your taxes. Yep. And water, you can't, once you get delinquent, if you're struggling to pay water bill, you cannot pay taxes.
Right.
So right. And now the list every year when me and Mason was trying to do the dollar houses and pull houses out the city, people say, "Oh, we ain't in the real estate business."
They is now.
Monica Galloway. No, she was sitting on council.
They in it now.
And she said it.
We talked on the phone hours trying to see how we ain't in the real estate business.
They in it now, though.
Yeah.
They in it now. They in it now.
And that's the part of implementing now what we see as the gentrification. Nobody on council was there. Mays, rest his soul, he laying in the grave. I'm a businessman before I'm anything. And it's where I don't care how much money. It's a struggle for me to be on dating right now.
Wow. Everybody, water bill going up.
It's a gentrification why everybody wooed to sleep, cheering for people. First of all, if I got a beautiful jet liner, I don't care how articulate I am and how good a grade I got in a class about flying this plane. You need somebody that's been a pilot for a minute. That no wait a minute. You can't fool them. That go a good pilot. Right. That's what you have to have. Neely is savvy.
Yes, he is.
Flint is owned and ran by about 8 people. Not no city. You don't determine no vote no more than when you electing the president. You know, it's actually the electoral college determine the president. Popular vote just to see whatever they do. In this city, you got Schultz, you got Tim Herman, which is a chamber. You got Uptown, in which that's Phil Schultz now. You got Ridgeway now, Charles Stewart, you got Roof. You got all of these big entities. They the one who own and regulate Flint. Now, what happens? The investors know And notice this, you the one showed the document when you went to that little dome meeting. You said, all of this gray area, what is in the little yellow is the ones with the people that's supposed to have money.
Right.
Notice the whole document was grayed out.
Yes.
In other words, they selling poverty as income to investors. Poor folks. They already studied your median income. That's why you don't qualify. Nobody in this city under this microphone qualifies all over the country. They studied your median income. How did they do that? People like Pastor Sherman McCaffrey over there on Dayton, where I'm at, they let U of M come over there and study urban environment for your demise. They got all of the ratio of the poor, how many, the age. They did it all. How many kids, everybody autistic, and all this other stuff, so they control you. I get mad when I think about it. All of these schools, $40 million for schools for kids can't read second grade level.
That's crazy.
Bounce houses at Southwest.
I've been saying
bounce houses at a high school on Congress.
In junior high, and that they bouncing and running in. Tell me I'm lying.
But get them to come to school for
and tag them as scholars.
Yeah.
So, I got the state demand.
But how do you feel about the superintendent getting paid that money, the school board? That's what I've been saying. How is you making damn near $200,000 and you got, they say 2,800 kids in Flint? I would really like to see the actual numbers. But if you graduating 5%,
that's correct, man.
Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't want to knock nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? But how do you justify in the size of your school district that you can justify you making this much money?
Right.
And then, I mean, like a lot of the stuff, and you seen the games with the school board members playing games. Like, I'm going to be honest, when Clark was the president, Joyce went behind his back and gave Kevin Jones renewed his contract. See, when you got people playing games like this and doing all of that, that's like, you wonder why our kids is in the situation they in.
Well, it's the meetings before the meetings. And that's where all of the action is done. Mm-hmm. And they got to have a public hearing to release the funds. And that's what's going on.
And the man, he stood there and he listened to us. He didn't really care what we said. And he went on with the process. We just have to have these public hearings to have them on the books for the federal guidelines. And we'll have another one at a later date, and we'll let you all know if you sign that little sheet out there in the hallway. And so we can go through with the planning phase. It's not stopping.
And the nonprofits, they're just to continue their funding.
Right.
So they already know the money going straight to the nonprofit. And another thing, a lot of people see that and say, oh, we got incubators where we're going to start businesses. Come on down to the Ferris wheel. Okay, you go down there, you'll find out. I started a nonprofit today, beauty shop, whatever it is. Okay, but I still don't qualify because it's too new. I got to have a fiduciary.
Yeah.
You still ain't in the game.
Right.
You ain't got enough, seniority.
Right.
So you don't qualify for nothing unless you got a habitat or
neighborhood engagement
hub, somebody did, and then they gonna want to know all about what you got going.
Yeah. Then they gonna want a piece.
And they don't give you nothing but $2,000 or $3,000, $5,000. You don't get no money. It's a game that if people don't, the Bible says we will be destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
Not opinion, knowledge. And this is a knowledge-based time we're living in right now. Because we're living in a time of gentrification at a late age. This is not the time to be playing. Because, see, why would I say that? Early 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, okay, AI went on board.
Right.
Now they're saying all we need is 10% of the population to live.
Yeah.
Let the rest of them die. And that's where it get eerie. Now you're talking about the COVID shots. Now you're talking about all of the kids that with all this cardiomyologies and all this other type of health and heart conditions. Mm-hmm. Bioengineered in all your food. Like I showed Beverly this morning on the Cheerios. Turn over the box, you're going to see bioengineered. You know, they putting all kinds of chemicals, even with the chemtrail, contrails, and all this other aluminum coming down. And then even with the 5G phones. Mm-hmm. We stand a chance in hell to survive if somebody don't just say, wait a minute, let God be God. God, please help us. Okay, we made some mistake, and he knows what's best. Because the way it seems right to us, evidently, apparently, we wrong.
Right.
We're taking the wrong course.
I was in line at the grocery store a couple weeks ago, and I think we was buying some candy and some noodles or something like that. It wasn't big, and the guy in front of me, he said, "Did you know what you're buying is outlawed in Canada and other countries?"
Do you watch the news?
Uh-uh.
Listen, I used to watch Morning with Joe. I remember Mika Brzezinski, and her daddy was he worked for President Carter. He was he was big in I mean, I want to say he was on the Council of Foreign Relations or something. I'm not for sure, but anyway, she was talking about what she give her kid when they was bringing up like how we let our kids drink canned pops, Coca-Cola, and we just be letting them eat all it. I mean, drink all that. She said, I remember this was over about down there 15 years ago. She said, "Are you crazy?" She's like, "I don't let my daughter drink that. They drink water." She's like, "I get them like they might get a can of Coke every other month as a treat." She was like, she said, "That's just liquid diabetes that you feeding your," but that's what we was all like Fago. We let our kids just give them a,
just go and get it, be quiet.
Drink it. And we just study giving them all this, even with your food when you see non-GMO, because that's genetically modified, modified organism. So you got to watch what you eat. That's like, even with me right now, I'm doing my fasting. Like a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, some don't understand, but that's really giving your body enough time, all the food that you done ate, to giving your stomach enough time to, to rest. Because think about it, you walk by the kitchen, you're gonna be in there. We never giving our stomach the time to rest. We just steady packing it in, like they tell you. One just say ground beef, it takes 7 days to go through the digest. What if you eat meat every day?
And the sad part, now they finna, and another thing, we had to jump off the subject, I'll tell you why. In America, you're not allowed to discuss against, it's like a communist country now. They will shut you down. I'm finna show some footage.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do it because they're gonna shut you down.
They'll shut us down.
They're gonna shut you down. That's misinformation. They're gonna shut it down. That's why we as hogs going to slaughter. I can say this for me. I've been eating meat all my been halfway healthy. Just yet last week. I'm done with meat. I ain't eating you can't pay my receipt another pork, chicken, none of that.
Really?
I know why. And now it's changing. And Beverly, guess what? She followed right too. No more. Because it's gonna scare you once you get the truth. It's eerie. People ain't health compromised for nothing. Everybody's sick.
But how can we grow our own food here in
you can't,
contaminated
soil? Because they control the seeds.
Yeah.
Ask me. Knowledge is power. I don't sit here. The Bible said, "Woe to them that lead my sheep astray." Right. You got lying preachers. You got lying everybody operating out of ignorance because of pride. They won't seem like they're stupid.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
If you want wisdom, you have to seek it. You have to seek it. And when somebody give it to you, that's worth $1 million.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because you lose your health, you lost it all. It's over.
That's right.
What I was gonna say was on your page. What I was saying earlier about the guy said what happened to that $100 million that came in Flint. I saw about that story that's in your group when he said they need to do an audit. And so I guess
he just came. He just popped up recently.
And I saw your boy the other day, Maurice, the No BS Hour.
Yes.
Do you see Charlie LaDove? I was watching. I shared it on my personal page yesterday. Did you go see how they coming at the Dana Nestle? Because I was reading on today. They're talking about how when they want to know where that $100 million went to.
That's right. That's
Unbelievable how that $100 million got blew and don't nobody know where it went to. No accountability.
They know where it went to. They just ain't done
nothing.
And ain't nobody paying attention. It's like when you see all this stuff that's going on, Dana Nestle, how they coming back. Like if you go watch Charlie LaDove show, the No BS yesterday, go watch his show yesterday when they was talking about all the people that's running for governor, Jocelyn Benson, Gilchrist, Garland Gilchrist. Let me say it, the lieutenant governor. Gotta respect the office. And then the mayor of Detroit, Dugan. Now, he didn't say nothing about, he didn't bring Swanson in on this, Sheriff Swanson, or I guess the Republican guy, but he was on that little triangle right there, them folk. Man, it was like you don't know. And then how they fumbled the water crisis, it's unbelievable. that didn't know heads be rolled. Unbelievable. But we voted for these people. Soon as Gretchen came down here, she threw on buffs. We be the first ones. Threw on buffs, calling her Big Gretch. And look how
we do a line dance and we
I saw so many people that was hustling. Yeah, they was hustling with it. I remember I got on Maze about that. I'm like, man, y'all be down there. You know what I'm saying? He was saying it like, you got to politic me. But I'm like, man, how do y'all be sitting up here smiling with these people when they come in, when you knowing how you been getting treated? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm gonna be smiling in your face and I'm knowing you stabbing me in my back, but I see it's a smile. They come up here every 4 years, even with the pastors. Like I said yesterday, I'll be there next month, the 11th, for the water camera. I mean, with commemoration. Right. I will be there. Ain't nothing came out of that. Ain't nothing came out of that. It's gonna be. I hope it be bigger, but it's gonna be smaller.
But what are they even changing by showing up? It's just
nothing.
Nothing. We celebrate our own demise.
Poor folks. Listen when I tell you, all you do is go to your job and find out. Poor folks have no voice.
Nope.
No.
You have no voice. When President Trump, President Obama, Hillary Clinton, when they walk in, roll into town, they shut down streets.
Sure, dude.
They shut the airport down, the airspace down. You don't, because why? It's different classes, but it don't line up with scripture. Man ain't supposed to have dominion over man. That's the first mistake we made. But now we're in a place now, which is where the wickedness of money and technology. Just like when God had to baffle the language back in when they built the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
We're going to build a tower up to heaven. He scrambled all the language. Man now creating thinking robots, humanized robots. That's done. That's done. Right now, the reason that all black folks, they say, is hell-bent on being a Democrat because they came up with technologies to brainwash us.
Yeah.
Every other race now, nationality can vote either way, but we got a slave to the master. Democrat, no matter what they do to us. Our neighborhoods are shot. We have nothing. Now I ain't speaking for no Republican. Let's get that clear. Right. I'm just saying wisdom of technology. And now they playing in your mind. You can't cut your phones off. You don't control nothing. They said now, and watch, and in your audience, they're going to see they manipulating now. You could think for people that's paralyzed, they claim they could just think and move things and cause it to happen with your mind. Do it today. You'll see I'm telling the truth. You could just think, I want my glasses on. In some kind of way, things happen. That's how eerie the technology is, because you sleep in your head and saying don't mean it ain't reality.
Right.
Just like they got autonomous vehicles and all this other stuff going around. This is the beginning where God have to come in. Because if not, the Bible said in Matthew 24, man will destroy itself.
I always said, and I told Mick this several times, 25 more years, General Motors might be around, but all the people in the plants won't.
Listen. All my days on this planet, people will get the income tax and buy houses to flip. Mm-hmm. Rent. You can't rent no more.
So okay.
Rent is out. You don't see no landlords no more. They shrinking. Pay attention. People, they came up with a way that no more kids. That's what the gay push is. You can't have kids with a woman, man with a man. It's shrinking because there's too many people on the, not Flint or Chicago, on the planet.
So you remember when a few of the landlords showed up at council complaining about you all don't have enough inspectors to come out.
That's right.
It's causing us to lose money. They never fixed that problem. Part of the plan.
You cannot. You got to have renter's license, and whoever renting right now, sound my voice. If they don't have renter's license, you don't have to pay rent. You don't pay a dime. Not one thin dime. Mm-mm. Look on your ordinance in Flint or anywhere in the state of Michigan. You Google it right now with me sitting here. See if they don't have a certificate of rent or a renter's license. You don't pay a dime. You don't pay a dime.
Lord. Y'all still pay your rent on there because you can't come stay at 18.
Whoa. Google it. You cannot. It's against the law to rent a house or apartment without license. That's new. It ain't new today, new. Right. But knowing law and ordinance, see, knowledge is power, not speculation. Google it.
Google it myself. Now keep talking.
Rental license.
I Google it.
And if you could, if you have to have license to rent. Knowledge is power, and that's where we fumbling the ball. You got to accurately know what you're doing. Just like with all this stuff Mickey got hooked up in here. Can't let anybody walk off the street and do this stuff.
So, okay.
No, it's way more complicated. It's way more complicated than it appears.
Facts. No, it's just because I'm like I said, I ain't trying to jump all over, but I'm looking at that. They should have been did an audit. With the Democrats scared now that the Republicans, because they done took over both houses, that they finna come back. I do believe that listen, how they came up with this, you can't do a one trial jury. What about all other one trial juries they was doing to people? What about all them other ones? I might not be saying them. What about when they did it, but when it came?
One man grand jury.
Yeah, one man grand jury. But what about when they was doing it to all the other people who got locked up? See, this is what the system show you, like Maurice is saying. You got for people at the top, then you got for people at the bottom. When you at the bottom, you hit, unless you got some money.
And it says you must apply for a rental license with LARA and obtain a landlord certificate from the local county clerk's
What if
office.
a renter in a house and they don't have rental license?
Okay, because Maria just said no state license required. Michigan law does not require landlords to obtain a license from the state to rent out their own property.
Okay, try that. Go and do what I just told you. That's how people. Knowledge is power.
Right, because this is how they pulling up these old laws back on the book down at council.
Right.
Don't nobody know about them, but it's on the books. Yeah, I mean, once you.
If that was the case, people be renting houses. Now, what you do, you could actually land contract, and that's how they get around it.
And
once
that's
you
what
miss,
they're talking about month to month.
That's right, land contract. You sign a document.
Yeah, this like I said, this.
You got to have accurate knowledge of what's going on to win.
You sure do.
But this the thing, they didn't have, and I'm not trying to be funny and nothing, but what I'm finna say gonna make sense. When they didn't have 400 years on the chessboard and they telling you can play now, and you only got 20 years, 30 years, who you think gonna be playing you? They finally letting you. She said, "Is Winters looking at the charter? Winters, you looking at the charter?"
I'm not looking at the charter.
Okay, that's what she said. No, I'm just saying, but when you didn't have 400 years,
you cannot rent without a.
I'm just looking at it like, how did people expect the game to be fair? Like, being honestly. And then you got to go from party to party. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we battling about Republicans. You got some Republicans is the worst. I'm not a Republican. I voted Democrat. The Democrats is better. Both of them, to me, have done the black and the poor wrong. They done them wrong.
Anytime money tied to it.
Yeah, because if you look at
has always said it was just one big uniparty.
Yeah, if you listen to my fellow red man when he said left wing, right wing, same bird. And that's from the Indian people. If you don't know who the red man is, I'm just saying when you looking at it like that, that's just it is what it is. It's messed up. But you got now look at the people. You like I said that post that was in your group when he said $100 million. Y'all, they didn't want to do no audit to see where that money went to. Look at the 94.7 ARPA money that came in. Look how that money came in. How did that money go out? Over 1,600, as the councilman from the 8th Ward said, Dennis Pfeiffer, 1,600 nonprofits in the city of Flint. And we wondering where the money went to. All you gotta do is look who getting the contracts in the city of Flint.
So what it's saying, it's telling me is that in Michigan, the landlords generally don't need a state license to rent out their property, but they gotta get something from your local government.
And that's what I'm saying.
Certificate of occupancy. So that makes sense why all them landlords came
I'm
out
trying
of the
to tell you.
Saying,
I've been that. I know.
Wow.
You don't have to pay rent. It's illegal renting.
Well, Michelle Mayer just put up Flint City, Oregon, said the landlord has to apply for the license, $250 after the inspection. It's $225 per year.
And it's
per unit. They discuss it all the time.
They can't take your money without a license.
Yeah, see, they say they discuss it all the time. That's Michelle Mayer for people who don't. I'm put it up here. Michelle Mayer said that. They said they discuss it all the time at the Genesee Landlords Association.
That's correct. Go downtown to the Dome. Building code enforcement.
Tell Maria where you found it at.
Send it to you, Maria.
Okay.
I'm gonna send her the page while I'm looking at my.
Okay, look, Honor, we sounding like Dodge this morning. Well, it's time for you to see it. Here we are. This is 810 Dodge moment. Gosh.
Government efficiency.
We got Elon in the building.
No.
We got Satan over there, and then it's this $1 million Mick. Listen, they pay me. We will never talk about it again. I'm just saying though, this thing how Flint is sad. It's really sad.
It's gonna take knowledge to remain in Flint.
Now you gotta, facts on that. But in order for stuff to happen,
let's say right here, if you are a landlord and you fail to obtain a license, you are not entitled to collect rent or evict any tenant.
Ain't that what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, I mean, but when you don't know,
and go to court, you're gonna get home.
Yeah, I can see that now. Michelle 69, good morning to you. But it's crazy. But I'm gonna say this though, I'm finally happy that the guy that you shared that with, and don't get me, he's not a black guy. I'm happy now that we need some of the whites to come on here and start calling this mayor out, talking about the corruption, because we can holler all we want,
right? Until
we get our counterparts to come in too, like all the different nationalities come in and start hollering with it. Then you might be able to move. So I'm listening.
Now I'm finna get home.
Okay.
It's not corruption.
It's not?
No, Lord. What it is this. Ain't nobody complaining because it's a different level of we left behind. Let me try to say it nicely. You have people you have the have-nots. That's like a homeless person coming to a banquet. Notice this. The mayor is the mayor of all 9 wards. But when he had with that dinner, he had winters. They're like that NAACP ball.
The mayor's ball.
Is it about $10, $15 to get in? How much is it get in?
$10 to $15 to get in. We talking 50, 100, 150,
that's
200,
absolutely,
500.
I'm being sarcastic. That's
5,000.
Right. Now, what about his constituents that can't afford you?
You don't get in.
That's exactly right. And that's what we're the ones that can't get in because they priced us out. That's what gentrification is. Now we go back to where Obama turned me off. I volunteered for him. When he came to Catherine, he said this. And I listened. And the people, went over 90% of the people had, probably still today. He said this. Let me tell you, I'm here for middle class America. Middle class America. At the time in Flint, no, listen. People need to learn to listen. Middle class America in Flint is General Motors. And everybody thought I'm middle class. The key word, he said America. He didn't say Flint, Michigan. Middle class America, every time a president runs, it's for middle class America to come up. The working class, he didn't say, he said middle class America. Middle class is the job creators. And they moved the small, tiny businesses, probably 120 employees. A tiny business. Not the mom and pop LLCs, not that mess. I've been that forever. Middle class America, then he gave the figures. I'm sitting back there with the media crew. He said this, middle class America make $250,000 to $2.5 million a year.
What?
That's middle class America.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. 250,000. Bottom. I'm poor. Middle class. 250,000 to 2.5 million a year. Upper class or the poor rich is 2.5. The poor rich 2.5 million and up. Now Jay-Z, Elon Musk, where they at? They rich, right? Okay, but they got a bottom. You'll be struggling in Hollywood. You can hang with Jay-Z and Beyonce if you only make 2.5 million a year.
She's so okay.
He said America, not Flint.
It's a question for you, Maurice.
What's the question?
Okay, this from Kay. She said, ask the king, who is living in those brand new houses in Carristown off Grand Traps? There was only a couple of them built. Were they bought to live in or are they rented?
No, them land banks. There was actually a land bank project, and it was temporary when they played around to mock a historic district. And that's the plan. And then to keep the integrity of the neighborhood, you got to come with like when they did the Jimmy John's, and then they did the Granite University. They them little model type things, just like them little chalets or them little mini shed houses, tiny house.
Yeah.
You know, they testing things, but it ain't for. It's for. It wasn't really for nothing, just a test. Because if it wasn't more than that, it'd be a subdivision like University in Smith Village. But that's like that.
Well, University Estates. I was looking on the.
And let me correct that. And Ridgeway, Child Steward Mott Foundation. It's all up. And for the listening audience, Child Steward Mott Foundation I might have told you, it was a commercial entity dealing with commercial brownfields and stuff as Capitol Theater, the Culinary School, Mott Culinary, all of them kind of entities. But now they moved over into a residential side. And that's when the gentrification train been gone.
Yeah.
Now, the face of Child Steward Mott Foundation of the Coolidge Place, help me out, Berkeley Place, University, Swayze.
All the community first.
All of these community first, which is Glenn Wilson and his wife Essence. It's really Child Steward Mott. Now, the problem, you're getting all these major complaints that they ain't answering the phone, and only certain people get in them, and there's only always a certain demographic of like you just stated, of affordable housing. And the rest of them going to be market rate.
And Maurice, let me tell you, we down there clapping like penguins because there's going to be more affordable housing, and we can't afford them. They're not affordable.
And now they're moving away because now, what's that, Section 8 or whatever, it was a time certain.
You said Section what?
Section 8.
Where? Who? What?
It's called
Section, SECT.
No, I said, where is it? It's gone.
They took it away?
It's over.
Yeah, it's going to be gone now.
Damn, I want to get on that.
Now everything going to be market rate. We done got left behind. So the fight, listen now, how do you fight, Maurice? Every problem got a solution. There's only one way you can fight. I sit on council. In the room, before the room, the meetings, whether it's the mayor's office, nobody other council but Maurice. I'm missing. Only way you fight is with an elected person. Just like if you go into court for whatever your little ticket is, you got to get a state appointed attorney. They don't listen to you to represent you.
No.
That person you elect in that chair represents you. That's how you fight. Don't never let nobody tell you you can fight as back in the 70s, which we shall overcome. Walks and marches.
Right.
Man, they laugh at that mess. They have zero power. It's whoever you elect to represent you that does the fight. So you got to be very cautious, whether it's a mayor, city council, dog catcher, or whatever, that they got your best interest at heart.
That's right.
And that's where the fight is.
When Sherry Allen asked them down there at the meeting the other day, who governs this money?
Whoever you elect.
And that's what he said. Oh, this goes up through council. So if you got people on council that's not at your best interest,
you just realize that part.
And now back to what I said last week on this is the morning what's that?
The Bump Club.
Bump Club. You got to have an understanding type council. If you put a person on council that want to be very renegade and just out here, watch this. Only care about themselves to shine once you're elected.
Right.
I'm fight. It don't work like that. You need a council person that's trying to get you 7 to 9 votes. Now you got all of the power. Right. We could remove all of the renter stipulations. Everything the mayor come up, you knock it down like nothing. All you do is veto that mess.
Right.
That's what we got.
They think it's just 5.
No, it's you need at least 7.
I've been saying that.
That's right.
Then nobody want to say that.
And then let me show you another thing while we're on this subject. For the ones in Flint, Tanya and Jonathan and Dennis and all of them. Watch this. Right now, there's an illegal move going on with council. I'm showing you how people ain't thinking. Experiences, I think a little different. Watch this. You got this big bully, which is Liddell, and Candace wanna be. They don't know nothing. Watch this. Jerry Winfield Carter, when I told you, ain't no council person got more power than the next one. It's only everybody only one vote.
Right.
Ain't no big eyes, little U's. The president only chairs the meeting. You know, they get a dime and they do more paperwork. That's all it is. But watch this. Since they don't have no power structure right now, tell me why they ain't never put a motion on the floor. I tell you what, since we don't have a president or a vice president, right now you had the bully, which is Liddell, and Mouthy Candace, chair. Ever since it happened, this is how slow they is. Okay, you even go to court. Okay, I tell you what, we 8 until August, whenever the next actual election comes, we'll do this. I put a motion on the floor. I'm Liddell, you Candace. Okay, next meeting, we slide over and let so-and-so, and so-and-so chair. Then the next meeting, so-and-so's. Ain't no way in the world me and you supposed to just chair that meeting as a president.
Well, they say they don't put motions on the floor because we don't have enough votes.
They don't know no better.
You
don't vote. They don't vote without a organize that meeting at the beginning of the year. You know, whatever was that, November.
The first Monday in November.
You reorganize. You have, unless Davina chaired it every meeting all the way through, you have no business calling nobody a president or a vice president. So you should. Dennis is the president today. And Tanya Burns is the vice president. And then next meeting it be Jerry Winfrey Carter and so. Right. You work it around that way. It's fair to everybody.
That council don't believe in fair.
Oh no,
they don't know what they're doing. And we're getting results now. That's the perfect mix for us to lose everything.
Nearly running circles around.
But he's having fun.
When I did that tour, you can see the city is. Neely is a guide around here. He's a guide around here. Because we don't have a voice. You don't vote emotion. All you can do is go down and fight, end up in jail or worse.
Right.
You ain't got no power.
Because they're going to send you to jail.
You voted your power. He controlled the police, special ops and everything. Yeah. And hey, Chief Green, I need you to come. We got a problem down here. Stay there.
Go ask Hasselbrink how they did them.
Exact same thing. Knowledge is power. But we vote in our own demise. Wisdom, knowledge is power. Knowledge, if you ain't never been down there, you can't know how the pressure is. And if you watch this, and every resolution never include the residents. Let me repeat that part.
Yeah, please. For the slow people like me.
No resolution that come up from downstairs, I don't care if it's weak.
Tell them.
Ever included the residents. What do I mean by that? The stipulation have to remove from Habitat the money that come in, the 1.5 we just got for home repair. The lotteries, 4 or 5 houses when everybody and their mama need a roof because they know it's older housing stock. You got to make sure, like I said, remember on this podcast I did this week, I said, if I was on council, my job is to pass every resolution that come from upstairs, from the mayor's office. That's a council person's job. Also, we go to committee. Now, when I look at your resolution, which never nothing going to represent my ward, and every ward got different needs.
Right.
I got to amend this thing for it to pass. You always put amendment because you want the city to move forward, but you don't want to leave people behind.
Right.
You ain't never put a person in the city of Flint on their own agenda down. Not one. And look at everybody foreclosing right out of here.
So
we get millions of dollars. Neely just boasted about so many billions of dollars that came in his tenure as mayor. Look on, not only just the north side, but all over the city. Because you're in a nice house don't mean you ain't struggling.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's wrong to fault people for a beautiful home when they was working, but now they got to take care of it.
Right.
They got more taxes and stuff. We got to include everybody, not your color, but you need people that understand, wait a minute, this dude ran a game. And you got people seated. We went to Atlanta and we had to train on how to do council. They had, what training they didn't have? Inez had us to go to municipal league.
They went to Iowa.
The vacation.
Yeah.
And Neely know that, but he wrong for that. And then divided the seniors. This is real.
Oh, yeah, that was gangster there.
I don't like saying stuff because everything I say before it got out of my mouth, it didn't happen. Ain't many people gonna be in Flint in the next 5, 10 years.
You right.
Poor folks.
I remember when you said it back in 2016.
And that's me included. I could say we. And that's all over the country.
Right.
Because you got diseases killing you. And all they have to do is pull the health care, change it. You can't qualify to get your medicine. All they have to do is, don't you know, ain't nothing is holding its own right now if I was retired. We got more retirees in Flint. And it's out of whack.
And the pension
it ain't
system,
solvent.
The pension system is...
Pension ain't solvent. The Social Security ain't solvent. America's in trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. So all they have to do is stop Social Security checks. You done.
Done.
We done. And people laughing? No. That's why the COVID stuff. The meat, okay, now you go doctor. A doctor can't afford to heal you. He got to pay his bills. Right. You got to come back.
Right.
That's
Let
why
me see you back in 2 weeks.
And that's why I say go get that book, Medical Monopoly. When you can see the Quakers and the Quakes. And you can go see what's really going on. This is big business. They not into making you get healed. How answer this question. If a doctor healed you, he would be out of business.
He can't heal you.
Right, he out of business. This out of business. They gone. That's like, I look at Flint like a patient, and the government is the doctor. They look at all the people who benefit from this confusion that's going on. Over $1 billion then came into this city. Billion.
Right.
Do it look like $1 billion came into this city?
No.
Not at all.
Not to us.
Not at all.
Then you see everyone that married them. Yeah. Remember we had a meeting. You remember this. That lady said, we don't give out no names. When we was going on our little tour, when they had us on our little tour, we was getting handed around like we was the darlings of the city. You remember that? Remember that beautiful lady said? She said, I hate that our people might get left behind because Flint is moving. And you can see the people getting left behind now. You can see it. You see the council down there, like Maurice just said. Ain't none of that stuff coming up there to help the residents, and you can see it from when you got a council people. Let's just show you how wicked these people is. And I don't speak dead on the ill. I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
I'm just keeping it real. All of them was getting money. You got something from Ashley Capital. Something was gave. Then you got, remember Candace, she was trying to get opera money for her job. You got Liddell, she got 75 altogether, it was 50 and 25. And you mean to tell me we had a woman coming down that was begging how the roof was raining in her house? Remember she said the roof came in and fell in her daughter's room? Yeah. Remember that winter was coming? And you didn't give none of that. And this little hustle about these 72 homes, 9 houses in every ward, we all know how the lottery is. Then the 80% of Flint play the numbers.
It's gonna be
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, even with the schools.
And Mickey, let's say you won the lottery and got your roof. Watch this. Now you got the roof. What's going to do to your taxes next go round? And you lost. Yeah. You already know. And you can't get that done, even though you qualify, unless your taxes is up to date.
Which makes sense with that book that you used to read, Demolition Means Progress.
Right.
It's knowledge. It's all based off of, you have to study, like running this equipment, you have to go in depth in knowledge.
Right.
You have to step away and say, wait a minute. Okay, I need to help me, but if these people elect me, they elect me to help them first, then me. Mm-hmm. And if you ain't willing to do that, when that woman said, I'm a doctor, okay, that right there say I'm arrogant. Yep. I'm better than the ward. How am I gonna be a doctor representing the impoverished ward?
Right.
I could be a doctor if I was Mr. Dennis Pfeiffer. He in a nice ward. And because we got the mansions and all this. But over here, people ain't got nothing. And you a doctor? Well, look what you did.
All right, they don't mean nothing.
And only thing that get fixed on the north end, anywhere in the city of Flint, correct me if I'm wrong, is the parks.
That's it. It was on that paper.
It's the parks.
Neighborhoods and parks. Neighborhoods and parks. It was the east side, north side.
And if you're at land bank, all they do is mow what? Clean and green the yards. They can't help you sustain yourself. If they give you a grant right now from anywhere, the neighborhood hub or whatever, it's for a park environment. It ain't never personal. They can't fund you personally.
Oh, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Maurice. We got a lot of calls yesterday after Miss Rose came, popped in the chat and said that it used to be where if you got that money from the city of Flint, that $15,000, they put a 5-year lien on your house. she was getting calls saying that never happened. We never used to put liens on the house.
From them.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get money from that Metro housing, it's normal for them to put a lien. Watch this. So is it with Habitat.
They put a lien on your house.
This is how the story goes. You get it, and you got to make sure the same thing is a lien, because it's City of Flint, whoever. You can't sell that house for a period of time, 5 years. Else they ain't gonna do it. You're gonna sign that in document. Anybody.
What?
Find out.
And you know what? We
done had a ton of people over there on dating work done, and that's how it goes.
The only person that I remember, and Mickey, correct me if I'm wrong, because we've been going to them council meetings, that asked about them qualifications was Quincy Murphy. And they slowly shut him down, because he was like, y'all not, the people qualifying out. They're not qualifying for this.
But then here goes the scary part. They could give it to you. Once you go to the meetings, like it's called really a public hearing. Mm-hmm. That's the release funds. Once they get them released, it's their prerogative to move them or reallocate them wherever they want to. Normally be down in Carrickstown or in whatever part of town they want the money to go. That's why you see a beautiful downtown Flint. That's why the North End, they didn't have millions and millions of dollars over there. When Charles Stewart Mott, he used to have them. Matter of fact, they just had the $1 million meeting last week, week before last, over at Burston. You didn't know anything about it?
No.
Yeah, about businesses and how they can help. Charles Stewart Mott been helping the North Side. But here come the nonprofits, which way they're going to put their little administrative fees in there and put stipulations. In other words, nobody going to qualify, so I can eat off this money. It's all a scam. It's a racket. You need a council of 7 people that's astute enough to say, wait a minute, if I don't know, I'm going to listen. I'm sorry, I paid my dues. How you think I sustain everything over there by me knowing? Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. People living in their cars right now. In their cars. I almost said.
Yeah, it's cold-blooded.
People have nothing. I'm going to just say it like that. I see it first. And that's why, right now, why am I, man, they did the Trump thing on you. Leave it alone. Go on and pluck your guitar. It's just hard when you see somebody and they're desperate. Yeah. With tears. And dude, yesterday, my mama just died. And you want this, man, people just don't get it. Maurice, they must be putting something in these shots. I took my phone, in 1 second, he said, B, I knew it. Yeah. I like to tell people, be careful eating. You better become a vegetarian instantly.
You better learn how to fast. Take some days off and don't live to eat.
That's what sisters live. Eat to live.
Yeah, not live to eat. It's a good book by the FOI called How to Eat to Live, family. If you do want to go get it, go to NOI.org.
Knowledge is power.
Get your message from there.
Knowledge is power.
No, it is, but
every problem got a solution.
Yeah, but we don't. But like you said, we don't have solutions up there. People who want to solve the problem. That's in my humble opinion. Because I say this, y'all got y'all 5 votes. You got your 5 votes. Why is you study voting? Leon already have voted for Miss Beverly Biggs. Why are you keep playing this game with them? Why is y'all doing? Oh, we do 30 rounds. After 15 rounds, we gonna each person get 3 minutes to say who they voted for. And that is right there. That right there is, and let me be honest with you, them are the games that you sitting up there playing with these people. How you gonna be able to go to court?
Make sure y'all hit that like button.
How you gonna go to court and the judge say, hey, but why would y'all keep voting if y'all already had?
I got a question on
Come on with it.
Let's say right now, 2026, you got 7 votes.
Right.
Now what? The mayor is the administration. Mm-hmm. You control the purse by okaying or disapproving what they do. You got 7 votes now.
You can run the city.
Huh?
You can run the city.
With knowledge. Because you remember I said, never have I seen a resolution with your interest in. Poor folks, we have a shelter. Oh, that sounds so good on paper. Nobody even qualified to get in that thing. If you're in there, you got to do chores. Because you're going to get exited out.
Right. Because when I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about, we done seen more resolutions for food trucks, ballots in the park.
Even when you give out the commodities look nice. Right down there.
And Miss Claire McClinton, she came until she just didn't come no more. Asking, begging.
It's knowledge.
Some money over there.
It's knowledge.
And do you see, though, none of them even be looking at the people?
No, not at all. So, do y'all know which building the tax representative?
No. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. And without it, we get it. Because see, you can't put your mouth on people. I got sense enough to know, united you said, divided you don't. United States, but we Democrat and Republican. When the rich party, I'm poor, hungry, and broke. I put my mouth on the rich folks and think they're gonna help me. You get more bees with honey. I gotta tone my rhetoric down if I need them to help me. That's meaning Child Stewart, any other entity, because Habitat and all them, that's where your money go. But it's to help you, but they put it so you don't qualify to help you. And the housing ordinance and everything. Them apartments ain't full nowhere, but guess what? They don't want to let nobody in.
They sure won't.
They don't let nobody in.
You ain't lying about that.
My job is to tell the truth and lay it right there now. Do what you want to do. But I'm wiping the dust from under my feet. And I go on back doing what I'm doing. Because according to knowledge, I must tell you the truth.
I feel bad because I furthered my education. I feel bad because I got and retired with a high paying job because I can't qualify for nothing.
If people ain't going to school in 2025 currently or 2024, you ain't doing nothing. Mickey, we had a conversation earlier about these computers he just bought. You're going to have to update them things before they come out the store. Or your phone is going to update itself. When last time your mind been updated? I'm going to shut up. When last time you updated your mind? Or you still talking black, Republican, because that's all you know.
Right.
You ain't educated, you're ignorant of knowledge. I can't fault you because you're ignorant of knowledge. I got systems to know God created the heaven and earth, everything in it. And if I'm going to have something, it's according to God's way and will. My sheep know my voice, no other they follow. Learn to do God's will. Don't call yourself a Christian.
I got a question for you. How would you have felt, and how do you think about what has happened in council the last couple of weeks with Julie saying, I didn't vote for St. Mark because I knew my resolutions was coming through for my side of town, and still voted no on St. Mark because she's waiting for her resolutions to come back. It's making us feel like it's okay that people eat on your side of town, but everybody at St. Mark is not coming from the second ward. They're coming from all over the city of Flint to get some food. People are hungry in Flint.
But who do you blame? Hold up. Let's be honest. St. Mark's and this go back to give to keep giving. When Dennis told AC, don't blame me. You got majority black council.
Right.
Let's go back to this majority of black council.
Correct.
And you mean to tell me they can't push nothing over to the north side? That's in Liddell Ward, St. Mark, second
ward. She didn't give a speech about north side problems.
Yeah, but she'll do now because you know why she don't like Pastor Thompson. Let's just be honest.
But it's about the people.
But it's not about the people. No. It's been out. It's not about the people. That's been gone. Maurice just told you. If it was really they was up there helping the people, don't you think stuff would have been getting through?
And let me give you another caveat, man, on the same subject y'all talking about. Once you stand up there at that podium or lecturing, whatever they choose to call it, and y'all say, okay, the council agreed, have a great day. Thank you for passing this. Now it's a set of ordinance that they have to qualify. If they gave it to Thompson, it's going to be some stipulations in there that he's going to have to qualify. He can get his money still.
Yes, I'm realizing a lot of people ain't got the money. I
oftentimes ask about the Kennedy Center cleaners.
Yes.
The stipulation, okay, they claim right then they gave the money, but they didn't get the money.
Yeah.
So it looks good, it sounds good, but they never released the money.
So when is they going to get? Hold up, Maurice, this is a question for you. Let me get it before I miss it. It says, what is his advice for the current council? What would be done if he was in the second ward seat right now?
This what would have to happen. It ain't an illegal meeting until there's 3 council persons on the phone. I would lobby each and every one of them. Each and Judy Priestley, whoever left it. Look, Judy, I'm going to tell you something. We really need to matter of fact, let's go to whatever restaurant. We need to talk.
Mays used to go get her, take out the.
You have to. Mays know what to do, and that's why you have to lobby them. Say, look, right now, what do your ward really need, Judy? Because we need to quit the division, and we got to come together. People dying, Judy. People ain't gonna make it. So once I get her on, I had to do what with old Kay Fields. But she wouldn't change because she had her own selfish ways. But people, they in another, hold up, that same, I'm gonna pin it. Take the verbiage out to stop a council person that will stop a council person from doing it. In other words, flip-flop. You were elected, I'm glad this is way before I even thought about work. You're elected to flip-flop. In other words, some things you're gonna vote that's gonna make sense, but you're gonna tell the public, you get a podcast or something to explain what's going on. Because you wanna make sure you don't, the more you can unify that body, at 7-8 votes, we got them. But right now, it's like all I want is 5 votes. The 5 gonna fall apart because so and so gonna want this money. So you're gonna have a couple where you're gonna have to flip every now and then. But the next 2 weeks, we're gonna bring this back up on the agenda, and we get what we want. But now I gotta articulate it in a platform like this. Tell them, look, 2 weeks from now, we bring that back. Now we can get something to eat. In other words, what have to happen? A person that understands stipulations, we out the game. You ain't with the renters. Poor folks need to be able to rent houses. Move that mess out the way. Right. We got to work on that. Land bank got state immunity. They don't have to clean up none of their property. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Man, they ain't got to do nothing to their property. But you
I should know from that greenhouse across the street from Dewey Park.
But listen, but you got to do yours. We need to, as a council body, send a letter up to the state saying, look, we want to remove their state immunity. They need to take care of their property as the city of Flint. And we need to make sure, according to income, you tax people. You got to have a cap on this. Why they clowning? We done. I'm a businessman. You got to make it make sense for once you help the bottom, the poorest of the poor, you helping everybody. Once you start at the bottom, you're going to help everybody. What happened? We start with that middle class where I'm at. No, not where Maurice at. Let's go all the way down here. Okay, y'all see this lady over here on so-and-so street. Her house is fell in. If she that elderly, we'll work with land bank as a council body, as the city of Flint, to get these here 20 people right now into a better house. Let's get that done and make it public. We helping people. And then next thing you know, we got a city. But they ain't thinking about that. They thinking about the clout chasing. That is not gonna work. Big eyes and little U's. No. On here we're a team. I'm not clout chasing. It made me want to cry because I know what I'm telling you is absolute truth.
You are telling the truth.
I could deal with Neely today. He will call me. He called Beverly all the time. He called me with a blocked number. I don't know who it is. Hey man, what's going on? And guess what? I always talk to him like I talk. But I said, now I'm so frustrated. I don't know if I can do that now. I can't hold a decent conversation. Because I am who I say I am. People want to tone you down. But look, we trying to get this, Maurice. Come on now. You have told me, Maurice, come on now, bag up. Come on, bag up. At the election, I need to get my wife over you. I'll shut up a little bit. I can't do that now. People dying.
Right.
Because, see, I done been stepped on because it's me. I don't need nobody approval. I got a God. Me and my God is the majority. Just like what y'all doing. That's why I tell Mickey all the time. I say, Mickey, don't get frustrated. Don't go by when nobody say, I ain't looking for nothing. People need help. But as a council, we got to win 7 votes. And we got to have a person like Miss Big, bless her heart, how big is this building? Right. But she going into a seat that she ain't going to know what it is until you get in that seat.
And she going to have the most powerful seat.
Well, yeah, because she'll be the deciding vote.
Yeah.
And they're going to play that vote. But here go the problem. Passing stuff is one thing. But with you not being named in it, and if you named in it, oh, we're going to be able to get roofs. Okay, now watch this. Miss Biggs was the vote to get the roof done for the 7 houses. Good. But behind the scenes, when they go down to the city and sign the paperwork, ma'am, I need to see your paperwork, your taxes is current.
We need a pint of blood.
And everything. Now, that's right. She passed it, but the person didn't qualify. So go to the next person. It ain't benefit nobody. So we need to move these stipulations out the way. Right. And that's going to be it's going to take a council of people that's willing to go all out to help the least of these. If you ain't helping the least of these, stay home. I wouldn't want to be on the council if you ain't trying to help the least of these.
I agree with you.
I promise you I would.
I agree.
I'm good. Man, I ain't thinking about that mess.
And we got some people on council that say they on council.
That's why I'm frustrated with Chris Martin. You're a bishop of churches and elderly people. Where y'all at? Pastor Harris, see right across. We tight. He's a nice man. Where y'all at concerned pastors? I know these folks.
Worrying about their money.
Where they at? They were sitting in the
They
same
been
room
paid
with
not,
Millie and won't tell
but
them
they see
nothing.
people dying and losing everything.
In their own church.
I can explain that for you. That's not hard. That's not hard. All these Bible thumpers, they was getting paid to be silent. Didn't nobody want to listen to when Jordan Sheridan came, when he was on this platform, when Jordan Sheridan talked about his book, We the Poison, when he said, your loudest activists, they be paid off. The pastor said they come in and pay these people off. That's why this stuff still going this way. That's why you can see, okay, we fighting over here. 1 minute they'll be fighting over here, then you'll see they over here. But the situation is still the same. Man, these people is getting paid. Just because and this would never lie. You want to be a millionaire, come to Flint. Why you think some of these people still here? They ain't left yet. I be saying when people, oh, you should leave. You know why they ain't left yet? Because they still getting money here.
But Mickey, what's going to happen? Mark my recent work. They're going to put stipulations it's illegal to have podcasts unlicensed.
Yeah.
They're going to put stipulations to what? To shut you down. That's how it always has worked. Once you gain so much popularity and if you don't line up with status quo. So now is the time to organize a knowledgeable base because people have the power of the person they elected.
Yeah.
So if you're smart, y'all smart. You even said, well, I voted for Neely. But look at the damage he did because you thought the way Siemens right was right. But you couldn't see his heart. That money changed him every bit.
So I'm talking about when you state rep. I'm not state rep when he was a council.
That's exactly right. People change. Test me while they lied on me about putting money in the Flint to help the poor. Why? I'm not controllable. And that's what did it. Adi Muhammad, that's what did it.
They want to wear that seat because you seen the train leaving the station.
I own more property than anybody in Civic Park, just to be just frank and truthful. Anybody. And not only Civic Park, other places too. But I ain't gonna just say that. But who is he? We can't control him. Because I am from Flint. And my friends, I play for thousands of people in Flint. They come out. I know them folks. And you think I'm gonna lie to them? I know both sides of the Hasselgreen crowd. And you think I'm gonna lie to them? I know Ed Taylor beyond the regular council person Ed Taylor.
Right.
I know these folks.
Right.
So it's like I'm at home. And I want to put this fire out because I don't want to see everybody die and lose everything. I seen one of my guitar players' stuff get thrown out the house. Maurice, would you please, a drummer, a friend of mine, would you please put my drums in your studio? I ain't got nowhere. Man, give me that stuff. And watch Fred Robinson just throw this stuff out. Just throw it out with the sheriff's department. That hurt because they ain't got nowhere to go with tears in their eyes. You think ain't many people around here in that position to say that. I played ever since Mayor Sharp. Stanley, all this victory. I done did everybody. Mayor Sharp was my MC at the library. Not Sharp, but what's his name? The white one. With Jackie Pop on the stage as an MC. Wallen, Dane Wallen.
Okay.
All of them. I know these folks. I know even with this festival, Prosecutor Layton said, Maurice, I helped sponsor the festival this year already. I know these folks. I'm not here a peon trying. No, right. People, they're ignorant of what they don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm actually pleading on y'all podcast. Y'all, please, 26 coming, you're going to make that same mistake.
We're done. We cannot make this mistake next
Beverly
year.
Biggs by herself can't do nothing. Rose can't do nothing. I can't do. You have to have the mayor is one person equal all 9. So he the head honcho of that whole administration. The treasurer, all of them. The water department, DPW, all of them. But it takes each one of us, every little ward, to come together. You need at least 7.
Maurice, what's going on with this infrastructure and all of these water main breaks around the city of Flint? Like they've been telling us for years, this infrastructure. Do you think they're gonna fix it or do
No. Let's try to get this on the same page today.
He said, let's get on the same page with you.
No, because this is not. I get it. Right. People don't know. Mm-hmm. When I articulate the water is fixed, EPA and Eagle, the water is fixed. In other words, equal to It's still poisonous, but equal to what they require in all of the United States. It's up there. Listen to the verbiage this time. They done shrunk Flint.
Mm-hmm.
They done now changed the ordinances of Flint according to the master plan in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown it was residential, and the other sides got little cells of residential for now, till they die off. How do I say that? Because they still ain't helping no resident pay attention, sustain themselves on the north side.
Because the north side has been rezoned, classified as industrial, and
Stop right there. You answered the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's why ain't no water lines and none of that going in new until they get ready to put in whatever industrial complex they put in over there. Down here, this is the town, but in Flint, that's, I say Welch going back just about still residential. That's where they concerned at. Catch what I'm telling you. But over on the north side, Alma, York, and Dayton, and all, it's historic. It's 100+ years old. They're not doing that. So what they said, let them niggas die.
And I believe it because
you can't.
We used to drive down Dayton and stuff.
Nobody can come in Maurice Davis' face and say that ain't exactly it.
No, that's the truth. Like, we used to be scared to drive down
I
Dayton
can show
and
you
stuff, but ain't nothing
right
no
now.
more.
Attorney did a lawsuit about anybody that worked in General Motors. They can file a lawsuit because of asbestos.
I believe it.
Every house over there is full of what?
Asbestos.
With kids
mold,
in it.
Lead, paint.
With kids in them.
Yes.
Let them die. All our kids is autism.
But they built that school over there. What's that?
Educare on Cadillac in the university.
To study them until how old?
From 0 to 5.
And then they let them go.
That's all was part of money. I know too much, Winters. I've been here, but the problem is I have to actually, when it comes to scripture, I have to study. When it comes to this, I know, and I'm at the table, but I'm the quietest one in the room. Because I'm going to go and get all my documentation. I got to go see what's going on. You can't play with me. I never drunk, never got high, never, none of that. Ever. I'm blessed to be a blessing. How? With knowledge.
You was the first one that showed us that master.
That's why they come at me. Don't listen to Maurice. Come by the festival and see if anybody be over there. I could play anywhere in the country, man. I'm a businessman.
Hold on. They want y'all to answer. Kawana said.
Oh, well, put the questions up, because we just talked. Yeah, put the questions up.
I am. Hold on. Because basically, I'm going to sum up Kawana's. I'm going to sum up her.
Okay.
Because basically, she's saying you're not going to be able to negotiate with Neely and these 4 that they got up there. They basically saying, Kawana's saying you need new counsel to be able to cut a deal. Because you can't negotiate with none of them that's up there.
Absolutely right.
That's what she's saying. And okay, and it says, because a lot of them was talking to themselves, was talking to each other. Let me see. Let me go ahead. He answered some of these questions. Okay. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Chris Caleb said, what was Melissa Mays? And Mark Hutchinson said, I would really love to know how much Melissa Mays and the concerned pastors was paid in the settlement. They are quiet as a church mice about the water and Flint.
That's good.
Okay, you're going to answer that right. I found the right one to hit.
Well, the first lady, Kwana, her name Kwana.
Let me get Kwana Mac, yeah.
Okay, listen. Miss Kwana is absolutely right. The 2026 election had to have a new regime. It had to have a Rosemary, first ward. If somebody come up and they feel they got the knowledge of second ward, and y'all can trust you, that's them. Now watch this. Second ward, you got Miss Big's third ward, and you already got, okay, you need 7. Count to 7. You don't have to worry about Judy Priestley in the 4th. 5th ward, you got Jerry Winfrey Carter. 6th ward, you got Tony Burns. 7th ward, you got Candace. You don't worry about that. Them 2 you avoid out now. And then you got with 6, 7, 8th ward, you got Dennis, and you got Jonathan Jerry. You got 7. And now your mayor be, I said it last week, and I'm look like he might run, the Rico Lord.
Now you're going somewhere.
You got a team that'll fight for you. The biggest fight is not rhetoric. It's removing the stipulation that you can stay in your house. You can be poor until you get help. In other words, get off the property. The blight department will be revamped immediately. From now on, blight department of the city is to help you knock at your door, look like your grass need cut. If you don't mow it, in 2 weeks we're gonna come by here and mow it. We know you ain't got no money. We ain't gonna charge you for that. Land bank, you go to the state and have them to move they where they have to take care of their immunity, where they have to take care of their property, and with their money tear down their property, but not for the purpose of gentrification. Now here go another problem. The water is poison, right? You can't drink the water over there. Tell them folks you can't drink. So what we do when houses come available, the council now will start pulling the foreclosed houses out of people in the past, or people just ain't taking care of being fair and work on taxes. We'll give them opportunity. If you want to get out this house over here where these water mains ain't, is already, because once it's burned down, you can't rebuild it nowhere. We'll move you into a nicer house and we'll help you move as a city. That's all needed to be done. And let that be the model for the whole of the United States.
It should be.
It's knowledge. People don't have knowledge. God give you talent. I got a talent.
It seems like the whole plan is like we Mays wasn't a disturbance. He knew too much. They had to get rid of him.
Well, Mays knew what he knew. Mays was articulate as a politician. And you'll tell anybody I'm a politician. He was. I'm articulate as a businessman. And at the same time, I knew nothing about politics. So he taught me what I know about politics. I give credit where credit. Mays, we sit all day long. Now, every video you see me and him whispering, yeah. That's how I learned. Nobody else had the opportunity. And I'm a businessman. And all of it was business, but here go the kicker. People don't know. So once I gave you a dream team scenario. Now watch this. Chris Caleb asked, now here's where it gets sticky. He asked about the water. What Chris asked about Leanne Waters and
where is Melissa May?
Why they quiet? Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna have to be careful with this. I'm gonna have to be careful with this. I gotta be real careful with this. When it comes to that, that's going back to the $625 million water settlement. Mm-hmm. That's going back to I think it was 18 to 20 attorneys. Plaintiff. Here go the keyword, Chris. Plaintiff attorney.
Well, wait a minute, Maurice. Plaintiff attorney?
Y'all, come on, y'all better know that.
Maurice.
I gotta be careful with it.
Who was the plaintiff
attorney that came in? And the master was Levy. It's hard being me.
I get it.
So you smart enough to catch it right there. I ain't really shouldn't have said another word. The add-ons. That's why Maid said, and everybody was on the outside. They was hooping and hollering. We're gonna get the lead test. And Maid said you're only getting $500. He was asking because it was add-ons. The plaintiff attorney, Beverly Neese, I can speak on this. Jasmine McBride died. Mays was at the funeral over here at Jackson Memorial, and so was the whole national chemical. I was there, and I think Bankstown funeral was the moon. One of them, I can't remember. I was talking to, I wasn't talking to Banks, I was talking to a friend of mine that worked for one of whoever. Jasmine, Mom and them, Jackie and them was all in there, didn't really even know what was going on. We went in a lot of executive session. That's why I have to really think. Right. Mays didn't go in a lot of. I went in all of it. I know what the payoff was, but $0 so far.
The Quincy got pissed one day when she
I went to Quincy's mama's birthday just this weekend with all the family. You know that's the same family. We're all the same family with Quincy. With Jackie and all of them. Cy and all of them.
Yeah.
Did you see what Miss Eunice said? It was part of their settlement that they shut up. That's why they're quiet.
Quincy said.
I don't want to say much more.
Quincy said that y'all got $95 million. Why you ain't up here telling that, Melissa May?
But Chris left out the main one. What's her name over there? The chief Man, with the books and the $1 Million
Oh, you
Deal.
talking about
Mona
Mona
T,
T, Dr.
yeah.
Mona T, yeah.
With RX Kids.
Yep. And
Oh,
somebody
what a
said,
great
they
plan
said
that
they
was.
put the stipulation, I forgot who just put it in the chat. They said they put the stipulations on House of Esther. Well, they couldn't get it, but was that a plan to open up for RX Kids to get it?
That's close. I could really safely, because see, when you go in this privilege stuff, I don't know if some stuff still privilege where you ain't supposed to speak on it.
I always thought
I'll
House of
speak
Esther
on it.
was the
Speak.
I'll speak on it, because you know she ain't paid me for recording her. She ducked out on me too, Melissa Mays. When I was
That was
recording her show,
95 million.
yeah, she paid, and I had to pay taxes on that little time over there. And she dipped out on me, didn't pay me. Melissa Mays, the water warrior.
And attorneys got 225 million.
Oh my God, Lord
222
have
million.
mercy.
And
Lord,
they couldn't, and I remember Mays asking for $6 million just to open up the water pots again.
That's right.
$6 million just to
But
open up the water
but do you
pots.
see how these people running around act like they did so much, and it's gonna be 11 years come next month? They like they only did. If you see the people who benefited from it, it wasn't the residents. It was a handful who benefit from this crisis right here, and they
Now
taking
it's
it all the
wrong.
way to the top. A handful, and they all that thing. I've been at court, and I'm so tired from going to court. Shit, you should quit. Cause y'all game plan, I'm talking about the unconcerned pastor. Y'all game plan wasn't nothing. We seen, who was it? Harris that ran up there, was on the news. And you know, I gotta put you in there too, Jaleel. All y'all was up there behind Liddell Lewis.
Yep.
Y'all was up there. Dennis called her a monkey. Then he had to come back then. It was 3 weeks later. We don't know what we got it wrong. No, you know why you got it wrong, because you in the end. You're getting money. So if you didn't go, listen, then none of them people that was standing up there with Liddell doing that press conference did not benefit off this BS that's going on. All of them benefited up there. It was through in Chris Martin Church and everything, and here he go. This the same one was going at Devontae Powell, but he didn't say nothing about Dana Nussel. But then Liddell Lewis wanted to bring it up when AC was doing it from the book, the good book. They all want to pray every meeting. I think they praying to the devil. They pray every meeting and all hell break loose. You couldn't get St. Mark's. So now ain't that something? It's a church. St. Mark's couldn't get them no money.
Wow. And now I'm reading RX Kids is going to be a statewide program.
Oh yeah, y'all removed.
So we was another project.
That's all.
Flint, see how it work on them.
Yeah.
And them poor kids is gonna need help all their life and ain't got it.
But they said we're gonna give you 365 days worth of help. Then when it come 366, you're on your own. And that's usually a year later.
But what happened to the daddy, Mickey, that get the girl pregnant? They say have a baby so they can study the baby.
Right.
But what happened to the daddy?
They don't want him. They don't want him a part of that program.
They trying to bust up the family.
Yeah, they ain't.
But do the daddy have to take care of the baby after the year? They only take care of the baby $500.
Oh, they gonna put him right back on
child support.
That's
He
exactly
right.
right.
In the system.
That's exactly right.
But the thing is, the reason our neighborhoods is like this because they broke up the home structure.
That's correct.
Why you think they don't want a man and a woman together? Now if we gonna talk it, let's talk. That's the whole thing. When you took the man out the household, what you thought was gonna happen?
That's right.
You destroyed the
family. You never hear them saying, "Oh, we can do woman and woman, man and man." They don't want a man and woman. I'm not knocking nobody on what they do. I'm just saying, when you have daddy in the household, you didn't have all these problems going on when he was there. We know how Pops was. You know what I'm saying? You know, he came in. Some would be rough. I grew up with one that was cool. But when you had a household, when you keep the household together, you don't have these problems that we have. I'm not saying you can have people.
Daddy actually went out and had a job.
Yeah.
Went to work. Came home. Took care of the house. Mama had the kids together.
But this plan ain't coming with this from the plantation. Why you think? And I implore people, go watch what Minister Farrakhan did, the breakdown of the color purple. It's on YouTube if they ain't took it off. If you go break that down, y'all will get a clear understanding why right now, why you see. Because just think about it, when men can have baby in their bones. It's in the DNA. What you think was happening when they was using a man on the plantation as a stud?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go sell the kids off. This ain't when you have blacks who want to argue about, oh, the Willie Lynch letter ain't real. Look at it. It's real because you can go outside your house and see it's real.
Right.
You can go see that Willie Lynch letter is real, but you will have a black come, oh, that ain't real. Dude, you seen the results of it. The man ain't even got to be here. He been gone, but his results still working. And when you looking at the 4 or 5, all the other ones before, a lot of these people plans are still in place because it's been carried on by their disciples. We in 2025, we still got racism going on. I was just watching something on TikTok. It was a black boy and a white boy fight. Who you think the police, when they broke it up, who you think got handcuffed?
That's right. That's right.
And these was 2 white cops, and they seen who started it. The black boy was defending himself, but who did they come for? But that's how they look at us. It just is what it is. That's why I understand when some say it ain't about defunding the police. It's defunding the mind state that these police have. Like, we don't understand. Our police, some of the chiefs go over to Israel and get trained. Might get in trouble for saying that. They go over there and get trained. People sitting up here acting like this is like some of the like we just because it wasn't cameras back then like it is now. We got sundown towns in Michigan. So I was told we could sit up here and put Michigan in the South and you couldn't tell the difference.
Like Michigan.
Couldn't tell the difference.
Like Selma, Alabama. And
couldn't tell the difference.
Then,
you couldn't tell the difference on what's going on.
I was trying to find that post where Ashbury Farms, they had posted, they was looking for people to come work on the farm.
Yeah, urban farm. Simi Park is a farm.
I'm not going to pick nothing.
No,
so that's gonna be our jobs because them chip factory jobs, them not for us, Maurice.
We're in sad shape right now because see what they did, they made it so black folks don't listen to black folks.
Sure don't.
Unless you're articulate or in a clique. Mm-hmm. Just like right now, y'all calls to me needed to start running commercials for a seat next year.
Oh my God, he doing
and now he pushing even Alameen right now. I'm in commercial with Alameen.
Pushing them hard. And look at the news.
They're already starting to throw that money out there.
Yeah.
And that ain't gonna be an easy task to get them out there seat because they're doing what they're supposed to do. People need to know that. We're not a discussion. You have to unite and empower. If we could get like a clack up in the state, you got to have a regime to where it's geared for the folks. They came together and they made a difference in that city. We got something. You get them articulate folks if you want to. What's the name? Showed the Rico Lord showed he for.
But you need a strong person though. I'm not getting behind these people who be straddling the fence. I'm gonna tell you that
You're
right
absolutely
now.
Right,
if you can't stand on business and you can be folded, don't even look for me. I can tell you right now. If you weak, I'm telling you right now. I'm not mentioning your name or nothing. I don't care. I learned a lot from this. I'm not mentioning. And I'm gonna say this. And if your leadership coming from either that Neely or that Gilchrist and Weaver, I'm not supporting you. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you.
And that's a good discussion. You cracking the door and making.
I'm not supporting you.
Make you crack a good door because see, I know who behind the scenes.
I'm not dealing with them.
Okay, man.
I promise. I'm not. They can come over there, running over there like all this and that.
I find out. 100%.
Yeah, I find out that that's running with y'all. I'm going to blast you right off the dribble. I'm blasting you.
If you can't speak to me in public, don't come on the show in private, and I'm not supporting you if you run for it.
I'm not. If you're
y'all
coming,
know who.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm telling them no. I'm not supporting.
But listen, y'all absolutely right. Because if you don't break up the cliques,
you're
doing the same thing again.
Facts.
Set yourself up and start all over again. Just going from one to the other.
Because the clique gonna pull behind the scene.
There you go.
And divide.
There you go.
Well, I need y'all to do this for me.
Come on. Yeah. I need
you no. Stay out my face.
Sarah P.
No, I haven't tried that. Stay out my face.
Yeah.
Now everybody losing everything.
Yeah, I'm not.
You ain't hurting me. You hurt me.
I'm not playing. I'm telling you straight, Sarah P. Good morning. I'm not playing. If you're coming from either one of them camps, we're going to have a problem. I'm telling you right now, I ain't going to be no disrespectful, but I'm going to just be there's no way I could stand behind this person.
And your track record will prove that.
Yeah. Going to show you if you bought and paid for it.
She was up there the day they was trying to mess with House of Brain. She there. She there.
She's been everywhere.
Some people.
Everywhere.
Lord was there. And he brought his whole camp to help them transition.
Facts.
I respect that. I respect that. Notice I only deal with truth. I don't play, ain't no game planning. Play back the tape, ain't no game plan. But people will say you can't like with me. Verbiage is one thing. Facts. But you check their work.
Right.
So is man thinking, so is he. I'm a mirror image of my company I keep.
They keep that dysfunction going in council as a way to distract us. Because it ain't stopping the money from flowing and moving.
But like I said, it's far worse than that. They done deem this here city as an impoverished community where there's poor folks who have no voice. Don't get it twisted because you go into these public forums or public hearings. That's just so they can release the funds.
Oh, that man said down there, he said, oh, we don't even have to apply at Flint.
Look how we live.
We automatically get them.
Look how we live in.
Right.
If the city of Flint can check blight, you can't check tax on houses. You can't see who need a roof. But yet you taxing these folks out. How you gonna put a roof on somebody's house you know they delinquent on taxes?
That makes sense.
Porch about to fall down. The structure, and you know the water ain't clean over here. Neely you know it's condemnable.
Neely will go and ask to put a sign in your yard and look at your roof, and it's about to fall through.
And laugh. It's funny. We in a little trouble. Captain, we got a problem.
Hold on.
And y'all hitting it.
I got a question for you, Mr. Davis, not
yes,
to cut
sir.
you off.
Yes,
this
sir.
from No Nine. Do you think, okay, Mr. Davis, do you think it's too late for Black America to create their own infrastructure?
Well, I'm going to say it like this. According to Scripture, perilous time shall come. My people will be. I wish people grab that. My people, not maybe, might, sometime, my people will be.
Destroyed.
He said destroyed. You ain't got to even add the second part. Will be what? Destroyed. Why? God gave you a roadmap how to do it. But Satan come. Satan tried Christ in Matthew chapter 4. It's scripture without knowing that you're walking dead anyway. You disconnected from God. That's why they got a lot of Democrats, notice I say the name Democrat, saying I'm a Democrat. And now, according to how who do the will of the Father is of me. When God told you what he loved and didn't love, he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. You think he ain't going to destroy Flint? I ain't going to have to say no more. Look at the churches. People ain't got money and pay tithes to go to a church now.
Right.
Oh, do they think he'll destroy America? Let's just make it real. Do you think he'll come back and destroy America? Yeah, because and you look at, that's what I'm saying. These people sitting up here, and America supposed to be a Christian country.
That's exactly right, man.
A Christian country. That's what they keep forgetting that.
It's scared to say homosexuality now.
Throwing it out there.
You're a homophobe.
Yeah, they throwing it out there.
I'm on God's side, and I'm done with it.
Yeah, that because you know what? They don't believe in the book, and I keep saying they don't believe you can't. But see, the book ain't the Bible. The Holy Bible is just a book of. I mean, it ain't just a book, but it's giving you. It's a message. I mean, it's remembrance, basically, to me, telling you if you do wrong, this was gonna happen, and give you warnings in there. Go look at Sodom and Gomorrah right now. Let's see if grass grow over there. Go show me what grass grow over at Sodom and Gomorrah.
Or in the Dead Sea.
They don't believe that'll happen. See, that's how I know these people I don't believe these people they don't believe in the Bible. And this is what we're doing. I was despairing. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not despairing because single mothers have raised.
Mickey, take us off the screen. I gotta show you what the rest of my
Okay. I'm finna yap it up with the family for a second. I got y'all. Yeah, but I'm not knocking nobody. But they don't believe in the Bible. They don't, because the stuff that they pushing on these kids is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't knock nobody what they do, but at 10, at 5, I mean, elementary, they should be learning about this. You seeing commercials coming on. All that stuff don't need to be shown. I don't care what you do when you consider grown America's 18. If that's what you want to do, it's on you. But then that's even some BS at it. How you growing at 18, but you can't buy liquor till you're 21? You should be grown at 21, because you still be living at home when you're 18. Some do, not all. I'm just saying, like when you seeing this stuff, how we fighting for, and that's what's wrong with the Democratic Party right now. They not fighting for housing, jobs. They trying to fight for stuff that ain't even right now. That's not even helping the people. And this is how the Democrats want to help, but I get it because Republicans like that too. They helping certain part of their bases and leaving the rest out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the Bible says that's why the Bible says warning comes before destruction. And when you don't heed to wisdom, destruction is inevitable. Only one we know who was saved was Nineveh. Nineveh. When they got out there and prayed, Nineveh. But I guess you've been getting a warning, but they don't believe it. That's why you can see during the times but if you go back and look and study Bible, it'll tell you got to look for a man like Moses. So if you're looking for a man like Moses, you got to look at when Moses came, who was he battling with? He had to come back and tell his people they was praying to the wrong God. But I'm just saying, when we looking at this, all these pastors coming in and all this stuff, people dying is crazy. It's all outdoor. And all them pastors is rolling with the mayor. Unbelievable. But keep rolling with them. Y'all had these. I might open up a church. The church of not telling the truth. Just crazy. Y'all believe anything. That's why I understand how Jim Jones poisoned them people now. Had them drink the Kool-Aid. Because right now, y'all we all was bathing in poison water still to this day. But y'all go down there, vote for them in, putting up Chris Martin like I told you. You can tell he ain't talking to God because he was worrying about his prayer was for the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, not to fix the water in Flint. Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Like God called him up. The Chiefs are going to win. I know the joke's on him now because you ain't talking to God.
All right, we back.
Nah, well, I'll give y'all 10 more minutes. Shut it down.
All right.
Let me bring the people back on. Let me do it like this. Bring them back on. Now we back. I'm just saying, Pat, like these people, I'm saying Chris Martin, oh, you might didn't know, Mr. Davis. Chris Martin, on one of his what's names, I overheard, I heard it found out at the dare step in this church. But I heard that God talked to him, told him the Kansas City Chiefs was going to win the Super Bowl. So you know he ain't talking to God, right?
Lord have mercy.
But these is the type of people that they parade around here. Like I'm saying, anybody I see the mayor rolling with or that other past administration, they rolling with people. I look at them sideways now, like unbelievable.
Everybody's had their chance to fix the city.
Unbelievable.
It hasn't worked. We need to go in a new direction. We need people that speak for poor people.
That's the key.
That's what we need.
God really will step in on your behalf. We can't see what's happening today. His grace and mercy is real.
Right.
People don't believe. If you're able to right now talk why they killing, I'm gonna be 69, I think, this year. I ain't never in my life seen where you got a society now letting people die.
Facts.
That much wickedness.
Yeah.
Right.
You're injecting people with
poison.
I don't even want to tell them where to get real information. I will say this. I can say this. I promise you I'm not lying. Y'all can walk with me when I leave here. My doctor office is in this plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Paul Moss. Early hospital. Mm-hmm. When I had COVID in when it first came out, he was my intensive. I ain't never been in a hospital. Dr. Paul Moss. He said, Davis, whatever you do, don't do this and don't do that, because he closed the door and said, whatever you do. I'm just getting out of intensive care. My first doctor was, he said, y'all look up a word, gain of function. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's deep.
Yep.
It's real.
Facts.
The poor folks is no longer needed.
Sure ain't.
That's why they shrinking. Notice they ain't bringing it back to, remember it used to be verbiage of a college town. That's gone.
Yeah, that's
You can't keep up with this technology. It's humanized now. People don't know because your head in the sand and you got somebody, I'm telling you flat out truth. Because God always gonna send somebody to tell you truth, but most time they didn't believe Christ.
Sure.
So why would you believe me?
Because they were talking about college town, and now we're hearing U of M is not making enough money. They may not be able to sustain
they can't keep up with the technology. But when it's always, God always gonna have a way in a will. First of all, it's gonna be according to Scripture. You unify. I ain't sitting here, y'all ain't doing stuff to divide the community, trying to bring it together. And secondly, he said, woe to them that lead my sheep astray, them the preachers.
Reginald Davis, good morning. I got a question for you. Since
Yes,
you
sir.
done went biblical now, dang it, this is what I've been waiting on. To blame the church. Now, in the end, God said, this in the good book, said you look for a man like Moses.
Yes.
That's in the book.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a man like Moses, who was Moses sent to? What was the people like Moses was sent to?
And Moses didn't even make it to the promised land.
But who was the people that Moses was sent to? How was that?
The ones that he sent to, they were worshiping other gods.
They was foolish. They was a foolish people.
Yeah, before he came down off the mountain.
So what are we? So what is the black man in America?
Oh, we're cursed with jealousy.
No, but when you looking at, do we look like? Are we a foolish people like they?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying. But the Bible will tell you, since all them good people, he didn't say look like a man. Even if you go back in Genesis, when God talking to Abraham, since people be forgetting, like you know what I'm saying. These people God actually was talking to. Not this so-called about a football game. That's let you know you can't even go to that pastor no more.
And Miss Anna said a mouthful. She said the church is you. And that if that was the case, and it is the case,
Right.
because watch this. You got to understand you represent God.
Right.
In accurate knowledge. We got to learn in wisdom. And that's scary right there. Because when you say stuff now according to the God, and notice, ain't no gray area. Either you right or you wrong.
There wasn't no in between.
You righteous or you sin. That's scary. So you gotta give account for every word come out your mouth. Life and death and power of your what? Tongue, your words. And we reckless with our what? Mouth.
Fire with it.
And I bet not curse what God done bless. That's all I'm gonna leave that laying just like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying when you people do go look, when you listen to Abraham, when he talking to God, he said, no, for surety, your people. And I'm gonna leave it at there.
According to the will.
Yeah, what if they 400? What he said you would be? That's what I'm saying. We running around here with names. I'm just telling you, you got your slave master name and you hollering.
But God got a remnant in Flint to help us. And notice how quiet the public don't even know. And I'm scared to even say the truth without purging myself.
You got to bring a copy of that master plan next week.
Next master plan.
Okay, it's a 700. Well, all you do, any listener is flintmasterplan.org. Imagine Flint. Anybody, Imagine Flint masterplan.org. It's a 700-page document. Imagine Flint.
Somebody type that in for me.
Imagine Flint, and it's gonna pop up whoever listening. Imagine Flint master plan. 700-page document. It's gonna be very impressive. You are not in there. But the sad part about it is all of the voters, the regular people, the lay people, not elected people, signed all of us off. Signed away your whole birthright. Regular people listen to the verbiage of them lies. And now look, you got nothing. Everybody got health conditions and everything else. The kids and all was playing not even 8-9 years ago.
So when they talking about that meeting that I went to the other day, and it's named Clio Road as the business district, Davidson Road as the business district. So if I'm going down Clio Road and I'm looking at all of the buildings that's been burnt down, like Beavers, all of that, they gonna build all that back up once we move out, right?
No, you die off. Ain't no move
He said die off.
No, I'm so used to knowing the truth. I'm sorry, it sounds weird.
Right.
But once you die off. Now, everything you hear, and this is in the master plan, everything they say and do is 10 to 15 years in advance. This the future land use. Future, not today. We operate off today. They talking about within 10 to 15 years, you're going to see this happen. Like I said, now we see in the gentrification phase, getting ready to happen. In the next phase, once you're going to see, just write it down, keep this podcast. You're going to see where they're coming and condemning you out your house, even though your taxes paid. Because you're living in asbestos. Your house is condemnable.
Yeah.
And if your house burned down, you can't even rebuild it.
No, that's been when I was on council.
Yeah, that's over.
They've been rezoned that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about now, they know you're living in condemnable and caustic chemicals. Lead is a caustic chemical, and that's why they have to abate. Means you have to rid house of asbestos. And it costs $5,000 to $10,000 more to tear down a house. Land banker, $8,000 tear down now is $18,000 to $23,000 to tear down one house. And watch this, you can have anybody's house if they said, well, this is a $23,000 fix your house. They spend $20,000 tear each house. And notice, there could be all raggedy houses, they only tear one, got all that equipment, tear one, and move all that equipment somewhere else.
That's
and leave the blight.
crazy. Right.
Because you're never supposed to return. So they got to keep the blight there.
Right.
Catch what I'm telling you. If not, the poor folks would see the value they got and keep it. They don't want you to keep it. They need you to exodus out of here.
Right. That's why I said, look out your window. Little kids should not have to look out at burnt out ass buildings. People going in there smoking crack. You can drive down the street and see them.
And let me give you one more caveat that's going to make a lot of people mad. That's why the exodus was to Grand Blanc. Watch this. Remember Flushing? Black folks. I'm going to Flushing, I'm going to Grand Blanc, or Wausau, wherever you go. Now watch this. Now, you put 10 to 20 years on it, them houses now is old housing style. So now you get that. How much do a roof cost out in Grand Blanc? So now that's what you're seeing downtown. They say, okay, now we of age on Miller Road, we can't climb these stairs no more. They go downtown and get a loft with the elevator. They got Farmers Market, they got California, they got the Culture 4-star restaurant, you got the Hilton. And they ain't got to do nothing but walk to the party, come on back home, get drunk across the street, going back up the elevator.
That's what I said. Them condos,
and the black folks buying all these $200,000 houses.
Right. Them condos they building right down the street on Flushing Road. 150, 200.
But you think the one's finna be right there by the taco spot?
That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I said, do you think they're going to leave that blight a block?
No,
a block?
They have to leave the blight. They have to. And notice, all of the verbiage from the mayor, you would never hear them say rehab. It's only going to say blight and demo. They only say blight and demo. Blight is trash. Demo is tear down. So they don't want no rehab. None. So they only do one or two. Glenn Wilson of the community church say, David, we can't put no good money in this old housing stock. This stuff can demo. Over on Dayton. Like I'm talking, y'all done met with all of them. I said, I done met with all of them.
And they lied to you when they said that was going to be veteran housing they was putting up here on the corner. 10 units.
You get what veteran, the elderly veterans, they ain't got no Vietnam War currently going. They fight wars with drones. You don't need that mess no more. They're just selling verbiage. That's what I'm saying. Knowledge is power.
That's why I said we down there clapping for affordable housing.
You clapping your own demise.
Yep.
They're laughing at you. All you do is look at Beverly Lewis now with the house agreement. They know how to strategically laugh. We're going to divide them up. Yep. And they divided them up.
They sure did.
I'm still mad with my buddies.
That's that Willie Lynch letter. That Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah.
Live and well, but you got people trying to say,
it's a game. It's the art of war. It's in a book. It's a game.
Yeah.
8 laws of power. It's in the game. Once you read them books, it's going to open your eyes and say, this is nothing but a game. It's a game. Playing with after this generation of y'all, you're making them. How can any black kid sustain themselves? Go. I want to hear about my cousin. They over in what's that Culture Center camp? Yeah, you're gonna have 1 or 2 always. You're gonna lose, but you lost every. They need only 10% of the population, and it's already lined up to go.
Yeah, when they did a mass
doctors
rollout
now with Pfizer with all these shots,
they did.
And now the spike protein, what it is, the study migrates to where it attack all your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, and everything, and take you right out of here. The cough never go away no more. Everybody got a cough.
Lined everybody up.
Everybody do cough. Everybody cough.
Everybody got the cough.
Yeah. All right, family, we out. We'll see y'all next Thursday. On the bumper and be watching because you don't know what Maurice gonna do on Saturday mornings.
Well, I ain't planning on doing. I'm good.
You good? You sure?
Saturday.
I'm getting ready for this 8-month-old 10 Maurice Davis Blues Festival. Whatever y'all decide to do, we'll do it together or separate. Don't matter. It's gonna be the same.
No, we're rocking together.
All right, we're gonna do some planning. It's gonna be big.
Peace, family. And here.